And we are back. Your man Diamond K in here, of course. The Diamond K Show on firetelevision.com. It was fight night in Los Angeles. Very interesting fight that we witnessed. And we're going to talk about that right after this. What's going on? It's your man Diamond K here to tell you about the Black Market Baltimore, which is a black business showcase. It's the holiday season, so you know what it is, the Christmas edition. Join us as we celebrate community and support local black-owned businesses. Saturday, December the 11th, 2021, from 5 to 9 p.m., 2501 Putty Hill Avenue, number 2301 in Parkville. It's the Black Market Baltimore Black Business Showcase, hosted by Fathom Got the Juice, with music by DJ Lil Mike. For more information, visit them on Instagram at Black Market Baltimore. Of course, you got to come out. The Black Market Baltimore Black Business Showcase. Be there. So, Tank Davis faced a very talented, aggressive fighter named Cruz at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Davis, of course, 26-0, put his WBA lightweight belt on the line against Cruz, who is 22-2-1. This, of course, on Showtime pay-per-view. I was, kind of surprised that they were doing a Sunday night fight. However, Davis sold it out on a Sunday, the home of Kobe, and he paid tribute to the late, great Kobe Bryant with his attire, with his gear, ring gear, and all of that. So we saw a fight go the distance, and, this was a different fight. We were expecting Tank to knock dude out. That did not happen. We were expecting to see some fireworks. I don't know if we saw fireworks. We definitely saw Tank face an opponent who was game. We definitely saw Tank face a fighter that came in a last minute replacement. He was already on the card. He was already going to be there, but he got the opportunity of a lifetime. And they kept saying at the end of the fight that a star was made. I don't know. So when you talk about round one, Cruz was definitely coming forward, pushing the aggression, and doing what he was expected to do. Davis is normally a fighter that starts slow. So there were Cruz fans in attendance, and, there was no big surprise, really, that his fans were there. But he pushed the action. Davis missed some counters in the first round. Cruz was definitely trying to force the fight. Normally, the fights for Davis start out slow. This one was not that. So by the time round two came, I would probably say a lot of folks gave Cruz the first round. I don't have a problem with that. Tank usually about round 5 to 6 really comes into gear. Sometimes sooner than that, because he's, similar to Mayweather, he's trying to figure out the opponent, trying to time them, trying to do these things, and it usually takes a few rounds for that to happen. By round 2, Davis was moving, looking more like he was trying to find an opening to throw that shot. Now, Cruz, shorter than Davis. Davis not normally fighting opponents that are smaller than him. And as Davis was attempting to adjust, Cruz steadily kind of ducking down, leaving himself open for the uppercut. And Davis threw a lot of uppercuts. He wanted the uppercut pretty bad. Now, when you're watching a Davis fight, the crowd is expecting this mini Mike Tyson type of energy, and the crowd is really hanging on their seats for these big shots. A lot of these big shots did not happen, but the crowd was ready for them. Um, Davis was working at angles. Cruz was pushing um, the action. Tank could not ignore Cruz, and he was not. Davis got some good body shots in late in the round, and Davis really won the second round. So as we move to the third round, I had only seen Cruz fight one other time, but I knew the type of energy that Cruz was going to bring. Cruz was not afraid of Davis. He was seemingly not respecting the punching power of the champ. And we're going to talk a little bit more about round 3 right after this. You made Diamond K. We're back here on the Diamond K Show, and we're talking about the Davis and Cruz fight that went down in LA. So Tank seemed to have some trouble, at least a little bit, being the taller fighter. Not used to being the taller fighter. And what does that mean? That means that he's punching down. He's punching down, and he's used to punching up. He's used to being the shorter fighter. So both of these guys throwing bombs and not landing them clean. But the intentions were there on both sides. So you're seeing a lot of swinging and missing, a lot of angles being worked by the champ. Now, Davis jab by round 3 had, got going a little bit, but not really. But he was trying to get it working. Cruz kept coming forward. Davis was landing shots, and Cruz, of course, pushing the tempo. Now, we were expecting that. He's called the pit bull, and he's called the pit bull for a reason. Cruz may have won the first round. Davis won the second round, and I think he also won the third round. But Davis started to have some success. Cruz was eating the jab a little bit round 3, but kept coming. And as I said, not showing a lot of fear for the punching power of Tank Davis. Now, Cruz is no fool. He knows that Davis can punch, but he didn't seem to fear the punch early on. Now, round 4, Cruz was starting to have some success. Of course, he was having a good first half of round 4. Davis was looking at least a little frustrated, mildly frustrated. Davis is in love with that uppercut, and Cruz was open for it. I said it. He kept bending down. So Davis was trying to take his head off with the uppercut. He wanted that knockout, and it was, I thought he was going to get it, but it was just out of reach. As the round went on, round 4, I think that Cruz won round 4. So we get to round 5. Davis lands some straight rights, and the straight left, really his best shot. And tonight, he really got a good few lefts in round 5. Now, Tank had been warned a few times for wrestling, and this was a little bit of a rough fight. Both guys aggressive. Davis threw some hard right hooks in round 5. And there was some chopping. There was a lot of speed shown late in the round by Tank Davis, and his class boxing skill really showed. Of course, Davis winning round 5. So the fight midway point, round 6, there was a turning point, I would say. Now you could tell that Cruz really came with the best game plan that he can have, pushing forward, being aggressive, and trying to dictate the fight. He was really fighting well, and he showed his quality. He's not just some bum on the street. Quality fighter. Davis is just a really good fighter, and I mean that's just what it is. Gervonta's timing got better by round 6. He was starting to figure out the places that Cruz was going to be. Cruz threw an uppercut late in round 6 and was smothered. So he missed a follow-up hook. Davis was starting to settle in and really starting to get comfortable. I also gave Tank round 6. Round 7, Davis was still landing the better shots. Cruz was still working really hard and doing some good work in close when he got there. He had a decent round 7. Tried to get to the body, but, when Tank let his hands go, it showed how much a difference the speed was. The accuracy of Davis is something that we always want to highlight. And there were moments, but it just wasn't the performance that many of the fans of Tank expected. Cruz was game. Cruz froze up a few points, and Tank started to set up some shots. There was good body work throughout the fight from Cruz. Few times I saw low shots, and I didn't see a lot of times where the referee was warning Cruz. There was definitely some low shots most of the night. So as it goes for round 7, I gave that round to Davis as well. So round 8, Cruz tripped about 30 seconds into the round, and the crowd was ready to explode. I thought that Tank was going to come back because Cruz was pushing the action so much and he's leaning forward. He was off balance at times, and he slipped a few times. But this in round 8, he slipped down to the canvas. And if and when Tank landed a big shot, I think the roof would have come off the place. Cruz, after getting up, kept trying to come forward. Of course, that was not ruled a knockdown. Davis was not letting him get much done in round 8, at least not effectively. He was making a miss. He was getting away. He let his hands go, moved out the way. Davis is just too good all around for Cruz. Pretty much Cruz is chasing him around round 8. Cruz still did some decent body work, but at this point, it's not making a difference. He was behind on the scorecards. Cruz got a few good shots in about 30 seconds left in the round. But there was a lot of wrestling, and that always frustrates people. Davis, of course, taking that round as well. Round 9, Cruz tried to start fast, ate a good left that cut off his momentum. Davis stayed patient, and his patience was starting to produce. He's a smart fighter. He's sharp, but Cruz is a smart fighter as well. And he fought the fight that he had to fight. Now, that was his only choice. He can't box with Tank, but he keeps trying to force the fight and land something. And that was his strategy. And it made him dangerous. It was a good round for Tank. Did some nice body work, but he had to make some adjustments after getting roughed up a bit in round 8. Round 9 gave that to Tank as well. Now, round 10, Cruz had some good rights to kick off that round. Round 10, Gervonta came forward. Cruz landed some right hooks from Davis as well. And he's looking comfortable coming forward. He hadn't been pushing the action as much as Cruz. Davis started to apply some pressure in round 10. This was a really good round for Tank early on, but Cruz again started to bring some heat, and he rocked Davis a little bit, and he was staying in the fight, giving himself an argument in some of the rounds. Davis didn't seem bothered much, but Cruz did a lot of good work in round 10, and I gave round 10 to Cruz. So now round 11, we are in those championship rounds, and it wasn't a blowout. Cruz stayed in the mix, and his aggression coming forward, it was his benefit. You have to wonder if Davis is special at 135 or 140, because while he is still clearly good, we hadn't seen in the 3 fights at 135, 140, just that spark. Cruz was doing good work. Round 11, it was a good round for him, but by round 11, I really recognized that the fight was a lot closer than what Tank and his corner thought that it was. Cruz, in my opinion, won the 11th round. I also noticed that Tank's hand was hurt in round 11. I noticed it. It could have happened before round 11, but I really noticed it in round 11. He was favoring it. He wasn't really throwing that left. And Cruz winning round 11. So we get to round 12. Respect shown at the center ring, but Davis did not touch gloves. He gave him a little, I don't know what it was, a little hug, I guess. I don't know. Davis tried to use the jab. His corner told him flat out that he needed to win round 12, and they were right. Okay. Davis only throwing his jab early, trying to dance and jab and dance. Right hook from Davis, but almost tripped trying to get away. He was clearly not comfortable, but he was doing everything that he could with just the right hand. I thought that it was a great showing, and I thought that it was really good seeing him experiencing some adversity. He clearly did not have a left hand at that point. Davis tripped a little bit, nearly busted his ankle at one point, appeared to be okay. Davis won round 12 and did it just with his right hand. Cruz just round 12, he could not get anything going as he moved and jabbed and just followed him around. But at the end of the day, it went to the scorecards. It was a unanimous decision and a victory for Tank. When asked post-fight if he wanted a rematch, he said, "Hell no." I thought that he got, he got more than what he bargained for. With scores of 116, 112, 115, 113, and 115, 113. Gervonta Tank Davis from Baltimore remains undefeated, retains his WBA lightweight strap. Unanimous decision. When asked about some of the other fighters that they threw some names out there, Tank said, all those guys are easy work. I'm the top dog. Tank is not scared of the rest of the division. And there's a lot of great fights that are out there. Tonight's fight was a good fight, and some may say, I saw somebody say on my Instagram, Tank got exposed. Tank didn't get exposed. Okay, he fought a tough fighter. and he did what was necessary to win, and he won in in a good fashion. Did he knock him out? No. Did he knock him down? No. Did he get knocked down? No. Okay, he did what was required to win. He won the scorecards, and sometimes that's what it is. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok at the Diamond K Show. OnFireTelevision.com is where you go. Check out my show and a bunch of other programs. You want to support what we do? Very easy to do that. OnFireTelevision.com. Grab a t-shirt, some other merch, and do that. I will be back here later on today as news unfolds, but I wanted to talk about this fight because, boxing is a big deal in in my household and definitely here in the studio. We'll see you guys later on today.